So welcome back to image processing class. We are going to see today error-free compression techniques. Yesterday I told you lossy and lossless compression techniques. So error-free compression is lossless compression. There are four ways to do this: variable length coding, LZW, that is Lempel-Zipf-Welch coding, bit plane coding, and lossless predictive coding. So we will see each one, but in your syllabus they have not mentioned about this bit plane coding. Okay, bit plane slicing you know now, but bit plane coding is also used for compression techniques. But other three techniques, that is variable length coding, LZW, and lossless predictive coding, is mentioned in your syllabus. So in the last lecture, we have seen there are three types of redundancies: coding redundancy, interpixel redundancy, and psychovisual redundancy. So two, that is coding and interpixel redundancy is used for lossless techniques, and psychovisual can be used for lossy techniques. So what is coding redundancy? We have seen that we are going to compute the probability of each gray level value. That is how many times that particular gray level value is repeating, or what is the frequency of that gray level value, and we are going to arrange from highest to lowest. Okay, and then we are going to assign the bits to it. So what I told you in the last lecture, the gray level value having maximum occurrence, we are going to assign less number of bits, and the gray level value which is having less occurrence, we are going to assign more number of bits. So that's why the length of each gray level value will be different. That's why it is known as variable length coding. So it is the simplest approach for error-free compression. Okay, and coding redundancy is present in any natural binary encoding of the gray levels in an image. So for when I said say that it's a 3-bit image, all gray level values are having 3-bit code. Okay, we are going to represent all the values with 3 bits. Similarly, if it is 8-bit, then we are going to represent all the gray level values with 8 bits. So that is fixed length coding, right? In general, right? Natural binary code. So variable length code assigns the shortest possible code words to the most probable gray levels in the image. So there are two techniques: Huffman coding and arithmetic coding. We'll see Huffman coding first. It is the most popular technique to remove the coding redundancy. Huffman coding yields the smallest possible number of code symbols per source symbol. So this is the example for that. What we are going to do here is we are going to compute the probability. See, there are the symbols are given. Okay, here the symbols are given from A1 to A6. Okay, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. This we have arranged with respect to probabilities here. Okay, so from highest to lowest. That is the first step. So what is the first step? Order the probabilities of the symbols under consideration, and then what you have to do is you are going to combine the lowest two probabilities, okay, into a single symbol. This you are going to repeat every time. What we are going to do is first you arrange the symbols such a way that the probabilities are in descending order, and then you are going to add the lowest two, okay, to get a single symbol. So at this step we are going to add 0.06 to 0.04 and we'll get 0.1. Okay, then next step we are going to add this 2. After adding this 2 you are getting 0.2, but 0.2 is more than 0.1, so again you have to rearrange this. Okay, and then you will add 0.2 to 0.1 and you will get 0.3. Then you will add 0.3 plus 0.3, that becomes 0.6 here and 0.4 here. Okay, so this is the first step. Next step, what we have to do is we have to give the codes to each one. So you are going to start with 0 here and 1. So you will assign 0 to 0.6 and 1 to 0.4. Now 0.6 is coming from where? It is coming from this, right? 0.3 and 0.3. So you will copy the 0 as it is here, you copy the 0 here as it is, and to differentiate this 0.3, 0.3, you will again add 0 and 1 here, okay, and this 1 you will copy here as it is. Similarly, you will do it for all the steps, and you at the end you will get this, okay. And here you can see the maximum probable value you are assigning less number of bit, and minimum probable value you are assigning more number of bits. Now in previous class I have explained you how to calculate the average length. So by using the same formula we are going to calculate the L average. So what is that formula? 0.4 is a probability into the number of bits, that is 1 here. So 0.4 into 1 plus 0.3 into 2, because 2 number of bits, plus 0.1 into 3, and so on. So you'll get 2.2 bits per symbols. Now you, with the help of the formula, you can calculate the redundancy as well as compression ratio. So from compression ratio you can calculate redundancy. Okay, so the procedure: order the gray level according to their frequency of use. Then you are going to put it in descending order, most frequent first. Combine the two least used gray levels into one group. Combine their probabilities and reorder the gray levels. Continue until only 2 gray levels are left. Now allocate a 0 to one of these gray level groups and 1 to other. Work back through the groupings so that where two groups have been combined to form a new larger group which is currently coded as CCC code, one of the smallest group as CC0 and other as CC1. We will solve one problem based on this.